Contestant number 3, Talia Powell. Talia Powell, contestant number 3.
Contest chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters and guests. What a privilege it was for me today to evaluate Graham Watson with his speech, A Moment in Time. Today, my evaluation is going to run as the CRC method, commend, recommend, commend. We're doing a compliment sandwich. And I'm going to start by commending Graham on his vocal features. Graham, in my opinion today, nailed the vocal basics: pace, speed, volume, pitch, and a good variation on emphasis, and his voice came across dynamic and engaging because of that variety. He cleverly incorporated 2 motifs, time and that clock, throughout of his speech, linking every part of that speech from beginning to end and keeping us as the audience engaged throughout. He also had different sentence structures: short ones, long ones, powerful ones, and softer ones, again adding dynamic and interest. A couple of recommendations. It appeared to me that Graham's facial default feature was a furrowing of the brow, and I understood why, because the speech was serious and poignant. But my recommendation would be to relax that face so that you can save the furrowing and that intense facial expression for particularly important moments. A challenge for Graham would be to insert some onomatopoeia into this speech. There was opportunity. Crash! The clock shattered across the floor. A little bit of onomatopoeia would add some more dynamic to an already expressive and creative speech. Final commendations. Graham's body language was fantastic. Facial expressions, fantastic. Movement and body and hand gestures, fantastic. What I noted in particular was Graham's ability to move forward and backward. He had nailed using a screen to communicate with his audience, because that added depth, it added motion. He wasn't static on our screen, and that's so important when you're not facing a real audience. In summary, Graham today used a variety of language features. He had fantastic basic verbal and vocal cues. His pace was great. His structure was great. A couple of recommendations. Simply add a little bit of onomatopoeia for an extra bit of dynamic. Perhaps relax that facial furrow just to bring more emphasis when you really need it. And finally, the body language and the presentation on screen created a fantastic delivery and a whole presentation. Congratulations, Graham, on a fantastic speech. It was a pleasure to evaluate you. Contest chair.
Thank you so much, Talia.